Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday morning and it is time for Coffee Crucible. You know, on Sunday morning we got coffee. And you know it's time for some Crucible. Hope you guys had an awesome first round. If you saw our video, I was absolutely sure that we lost, but we didn't. We ended up grabbing a victory, fly. GG's, buddy. Good luck second round. Hope you guys had an awesome first round. Hope you guys do well in your second round. Let's jump back in here and take a look at the results for round one. Of course, we ended up dropping an attack in room one using an Odin and Cabal team, which got decimated. And then, of course, we cleaned it up with Immortal X-Men. And then he came in basically with Night Stalkers and then cleaned it up with Mirror Match. All right, room two, he easily beat with Immortal X-Men. I'm very interested to see how this room performs with if somebody doesn't use Immortal. The good news is this is going to pull Immortal, I think, a lot of the time, which is going to eliminate their capability to use them elsewhere. All right, and then room two, we use Night Stalkers with Mephisto. Room three, Vigilante or Illuminati, no issues. And then he really struggled with Insidious 6. Canceled attack with Odin. Tried the mirror with Spider Slayer, did not work, and then came back in with that first team and cleaned it up. And then, of course, let's see what we did. Room four had a canceled attack with Immortal X-Men, and then used Starjammers, which is what most people have been using against that room. And then, of course, we dropped, canceled with Vigilante, got bad RNG, tried it again with Vigilante. The RNG didn't matter. We had a viewer mention, probably should have used Vigilante in room one. And I agree. If I see that room one again, I'm probably going to try Vigilante there. And then, of course, we cleaned it up with Phoenix Force and Shadow King. Room five, we had one dropped attack and then cleaned it up with Orcus. They had some struggles here on room five with our MCU and Apocalypse Emma room. Tried basically full Fantastic Four, did not work, and then an easy cleanup. And then room five, this is the first week I tried this. I'm very interested to see how this continues, but I switched out Elsa and threw in Professor X, and looks like it caused a little bit of trouble, and then, of course, he mirrored it at the very end. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this turns out, if people do struggle with this, especially as we build up Damon and Mummy. So, all right. And then, of course, our room six, we use Starjammers. No issues there. So let's jump into the next round. We are up against Yaoi. If you see this, good luck, my friend. And we're going to jump in and get rolling. So we have the full Brimstone team in room one. I'm going to be honest. If I don't see an absorbent need to use Starjammers somewhere else, we're probably going to use them there. We're probably going to have to use them somewhere else. So we'll see what goes on in room one. We've got Professor X, Mephisto, Emma, Nightcrawler, Zugs in room three. We've got three-piece Annihilators and Null and Super Skrull. And then, of course, I have not faced an Accursed in a while. Hang tight. I'm going to turn on my fan. It's getting warm in here. All right. I haven't faced Accursed on defense in forever. Be honest, don't really even remember what to use, but we'll figure it out. All right. I really feel like I want to use Starjammers in here. Yeah, We're going to try Starjammers here. Something's telling me that they'll work. You know how that usually turns out. We're going to try it. We're here to have fun, right? I think we're going to have a little bit of flexibility because they're pretty heavy on D. So we may have some room for error here. But I really do think Starjammers will beat this room. I really should stop saying that. Because every time I say it, I lose every single time. I need to go into these matches saying, I'm going to get destroyed in this room. Oh my goodness. I love to get up on Sunday morning and have some coffee and Crucible for worship. Kind of gets me ready to go for the day. Oh, and update. Still have not had the game lock up on me on the web playable version. Of course, everybody knows that the loading times are super slow, but so far, I'll take that. Okay. Well, we finally got a turn. Whoop, whoop. See if we can pull Professor X's ult. Nice. Well, it didn't work, but that's good. We're absolutely going to walk into a Mephisto ult. So we'll probably do another burn there. Yeah, I think we'll do a burn there. And I think we'll probably just use Orcus to take this beat down from Mephisto real quick. Okay, I'm really not sure why Mephisto's not doing his ult. But I do know if he doesn't do his ult here before this round's over, we're in trouble. I don't have any idea what happened there. If you do, let me know. I'd love to know why he took 2 turns and did not do his ult. Very interesting. Yeah, I can't think of any reason why he would not have done his ult there. Let me know in the comments if you know, so I don't have to give myself a brain hemorrhage trying to figure it out. Okay, let's go over here and get the striker attack on Professor X. Okay, let's go ahead and spread the stun over here. Very good. Yeah, I would have used them on the second turn if I would have thought that he wasn't going to do his ult. So let me know if there's something I'm missing here. I definitely wouldn't have had a second burn attack if I would have figured that out. All right. So let's go ahead and do something we know will work real quick to gather ourselves here. All right, tank dropping time. Okay, let's go ahead and get a stun over here on Goblin. Okay, he's gone. Let's go ahead and stun Vulture. And this should be over any second. Very good. All right, so we got one guaranteed win. All right. We're going to try Vigilante here because you know I have to. You know I have to try them here. All right. We're going to go ahead and stun Thanos and hopefully not drop him below 50%. Okay. Perfect. I totally forgot that Gore clears Revive. Totally forgot that. But I learned it quick, didn't I? All right. Let's see. All right, let's give this a go. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Went better than I expected, honestly. I totally forgot you can't ability block until say Tana takes a turn. Man, it's just so much stuff to keep track of whenever you're a busy guy. This might be 5 Crucibles in a row since we've had web playable, and so far I have not had anything lock up, which is pretty awesome. All right. Well, I got to be honest. I did not even expect to kill anybody, so that worked out better than I was expecting. I figured that was just going to be a burn to get rid of all of their ults. I did not expect to get rid of Juggernaut. So we're going to go ahead and come back to this one. That's going to be easy cleanup. Let's see. We're going to save that. Okay. There's our assist that we were needing. All right, now it's over. I was like, are we ever going to get Odin a turn? Now we just wait. That should do it. All right. Noel's a lot beefier than you assume he is. He sticks around way longer than you expect him to be around. All right. All right, let's see how this goes. I think we may run into a lot of trouble in room 1. I probably should have used Star Jammers there. It may end up being quite the issue. All right, let's go ahead and get Logan going. Okay. RNG is not on my side today, that is for sure. All right. That was, I guess you could call it an absolute train wreck. We're going to go ahead and use Night Stalkers with Mephisto here. I've been wondering if this will beat this team or not. We're about to find out. The big problem is that if Damon takes a turn, you're in a world of trouble, and of course the mummy is going to spawn with taunt, so we've got to get rid of Damon before he takes a turn. All right, very good. So no issues at all. Okay, that's good to know. It's getting around mummy. When you start facing 3 diamond mummies, that's going to look a lot different, because he is very difficult to kill. All right. Well, I guess we need to focus here. I think I forgot to, I've been doing some testing in Professor X with Kang, and I think I may have left him as a fortifier. It just now popped in my mind. I bet you I did. No, I didn't. Great. Okay, we're going to go here. We got the crit, that's great. Okay. All right, very good. So we are able to clean that up. It's not going to stop us from having about 32 dropped attacks, but let's get in here in this final room and see if we can beat it. Oh, let's see. For funsies. we're going to go ahead and try Secret Warriors because why not? We're not going to have to deal with Phoenix, which is good. Let's see if the investment in this team was worth anything. We'll find out soon enough. Dude, I love that animation. Yo-Yo kind of hits like a truck now, which I've got to be honest is a really surprising. Like she really hits like a truck. I think this team is going to be a little bit different for sure whenever he's fully maxed out. I think he's probably going to be pretty aggressive. Look at that. They were worth the investment, it looks like. All right. So, looks like we dropped 5 attacks, maybe? Maybe 6. I don't know. We'll find out in a second when we see how bad we lost. Okay. Let's take a look and see. All right, so in room 1, struggle bus. I figured it was going to be a struggle bus just like it was for me. A cursed is a nightmare if you don't have a cursed. So 2 dropped attacks there. Of course, we used Night Stalker's Mephisto. Worked very well. And nothing to see there. They used I was very curious whether Vigilante would beat this team or not. I definitely don't think there's a chance once she's bigger. But I was very curious. Looks like they cannot. Well, maybe the RNG goes in your favor. You might be able to get through them. Because it looked pretty close. And then a cleanup there. No issues. Let's take a look at room 3. Wasting Starjammers right here. Pretty much cost me this match. If I could have used them somewhere else, then I wouldn't have had a dropped attack somewhere else, but it is what it is. And also this. Don't forget, guys, if you know why Mephisto did not take his ult in the second turn here, let me know. Because I do not understand that at all. And then, of course, Insidious 6, they tried Night Stalkers and then went back in with Old Man Logan, got through it no problem. No problem there with MCU. Of course, we dropped attack with Vigilante. I'm about getting to the point where I'm giving up on using Vigilante, except for as a burn attack or a cleanup. They're kind of getting to the point where they don't beat anything anymore. And then, of course, we ran into the same thing with a curse that they did. And they used Starjammers here. Smart. And then in room 6, they did a burn attack and then came in with Immortal. No issues there. And, of course, we finished up with Secret Warriors. So it looks like we dropped one more attack than they did. Yowie, if you see this, GG's. Good luck in the 3rd round. And, guys, let me know. Why did Mephisto not take his ult 2nd round? That is something I need to know. Because I would have went in on that 2nd turn with Immortal as opposed to doing another burn attack if I was aware that he wasn't going to take his ult. So, food for thought. Let me know. I know you guys out there are way smarter than I am. Surely one of you guys knows why that happened. So, with that being said, guys, if you had a little bit of fun watching me get slapped around, hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not. Blue Marvel is happening Monday. If you are interested in all sorts of content about Blue Marvel, you need to be subscribed because I'm going to be doing testing like crazy over the course of the next couple months on Blue Marvel. And then, of course, guys, share this video if you've got some friends that need a laugh. And until the next video, God bless all of you guys. Happy Sunday. Stay positive and enjoy the game.